What is going on? I'm the Nufferdog, and welcome back to some more Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. In the last episode, we finished getting all of the Sky Temple keys and optional power-ups from the Temple Grounds and Sky Temple Grounds, their Dark equivalent, and fully prepared to go to the final area of the game, the Sky Temple, and retrieve the last of Aether's planetary energy from the ink. But first we have to get to the Sky Temple Grounds. Probably should have done this off camera, but I like including that little intro in some episodes. Of course we have to fight our way through these annoying pirate troopers. Might as well show us getting there from the last possible save point, though, I suppose, which I'm pretty sure that, I'm pretty sure the ship is the closest possible save point. Unless I'm remembering incorrectly, and there's actually a save station in the Dark Temple, in the Sky Temple Grounds, but I don't think there is. Not nearby. Actually, I don't think there's a save station anywhere in the Sky Temple Grounds. Yeah, not seeing any. Okay, good, I was right. I like being right. Who doesn't like being right? How are you guys? I always forget to say certain things like that in my videos, like, ask how you guys are, and say thanks for watching, because, you know, I'm just unprofessional like that. But seriously, how are you guys? I just today finally got completely finished with stuff for my high school graduation project, and, got finished, and, you know, I'm done with my college applications and stuff, so I'm really pretty relieved. I'm still a little stressed because I'm still waiting for confirmation on the college applications, you know, whether or not I got accepted. Honestly, I'm not too worried about whether or not I can get into the colleges. It's just, getting money from them. Because this is America. And in America, we don't believe in paying for tuition. Blah. There are some times when I wish I lived in Europe. But yeah, enough about that. Because I'm just saying, I'm kind of relieved right now, but also still kind of anxious about the whole college thing. But here we are, in the Sky Temple Gateway. Yeah, I'm good at names, except with people. I'm actually pretty terrible at people's names. I'm good at memorizing random trivia about video games, though. Let us put these last couple Sky Temple keys in the locks. Remember, last time we already put a lot of them in the locks when we first visited this room. All Sky Temple keys have been returned. You can now enter the Sky Temple. It's actually okay that there's not a save station closer, because there's actually a save station in the Sky Temple, so that you can save very soon before the big boss that you can probably expect is waiting there. So, we have the light suit, we can just ride this beam of light on up. Kind of odd to see one of these in Dark Aether, although I guess it's not the first time. There's the one in the Sanctuary Fortress entrance. Hive entrance, I guess. Zoom! Samus looks like she's having fun doing that. Kinda, I don't know. And we just sort of come up in the energy controller. Just kind of odd, because you'd think the energy controller would be kind of an integral part of keeping the planetary energy in there. But what do I know about planetary energy? Stuff doesn't make any sense. That was ominous. Look up, Samus! Look up! Yeah. Tentacles. And giant puddle of ink stuff. Stealing what looks to be the planetary energy through the ceiling. Odd. But as strange as it is, that's what happens. So you can go back to the Sky Temple Grounds and, you know, revisit the other areas in the game if you so desire. If you missed something, you can feel free to go do that. If you don't have 255 missiles, 250 max beam ammo, 14 energy tanks, all that kind of thing. Obviously, you didn't get here without all the mandatory stuff, so I guess that's it. Oh, and 10 max power bombs. So yeah, let's save here. Now, I gotta say here, a little bit of a disclaimer. This boss coming up is hard. It's actually a multi-stage boss fight, like a lot of the big Temple Guardians. There's some Ingworm caches around here for if you need to replenish ammo, I guess. Like a lot of the Temple Guardians, it's a multi-stage boss, but this one's harder than any of those guys. Particularly the last stage is quite difficult. We got a screw attack up here. And as such, what am I saying? I will probably die in this. I'm just gonna say that right here. I will probably die. It took me like 5 tries to do this on my practice run. So this might be kind of an awkward recording session. But anyway, here we are. This is the core of the final dark energy collector. The last collection of planetary energy lies within the core. When you place it within the energy transfer module for return to Aether, this world will become heavily unstable. Well, let's do our best to do just that. There's that massive ing. Mass of ing, although massive ing would also apply. Tentacles! What is this? What is this? No! Stop! Tentacles, what you do. Well, isn't this interesting? This is the Emperor Ing, the final boss of this game. It actually has 5 different scans associated with it. They're the last creature scan, well, the last Dark Aether creature scans. First, there's Emperor Ing's body, ruler of the Ing core, drawing energy from the unstable energy controller. Eliminating target's connection to the energy may be an effective strategy. Eldest, strongest Ing in the Horde, the Alpha and the Omega. It has absorbed enormous amounts of phase-on energy, mutating itself in the process. Apparently this power is not enough, as it is now siphoning energy from the final energy controller to gain power. Isn't that evil? And this is Emperor Egghead. Will form numerous tentacles to defend itself. Eliminate them to weaken its defenses. Like its brethren, the Emperor Ing is a metamorph. It has molded itself around the precious energy controller and will defend it to the death, using its own body as a shield and a weapon. Destroy the tentacles it generates to weaken the creature and its defenses. Can't scan the tentacles, but the tentacles, yeah, they're its main method of attack, and they're also the point that we have to attack to damage him, and that super missile was a waste. Probably one of the most dangerous things about this fight is the phase-on around the edge of the room. It's better to stay in the corners of the room. Also, this attack is rather hard to dodge. It's better to stay in the corners of the room than the edges that are not corners, because the corners you have a little bit more room between the Emperor Ing and the phase-on. Missiles are a pretty good way to damage these. Honestly, the most annoying part about this stage of the battle is that the tentacles can be kind of hard to hit. Which is why the homing on missiles is your friend. Annihilator beam's also very effective, but you don't want to waste too much ammo, because the later stages of this fight will actually, well, the last stage really, will actually require lots of beam ammo. Ow. You can see I'm taking a good bit of damage here, and there are no safe zones, just like with Quadraxis or the Boost Guardian. So yeah, I have the feeling I'm not going to do so well here. You basically want to try to do this part of the battle as effectively as possible, and try not to lose a ton of health like I'm doing here. I'm doing awfully. So that you have more health left over for the later parts. He did drop a little power up there from one of the tentacles, which is nice. Let's get out of the way of this attack, that would be good. Sweet, I dodged. I often fail at dodging some of these. Ow, I thought that was a low sweep, and I dodge it by jumping, but it didn't work. I'm actually recording this with slightly awkward timing. It's actually in the evening on a school day. I'm in the phase-on. I kind of got disoriented there. It's actually in the evening on a school day right now. Whoa, I want to get into the corner to avoid things like that. And my mom is out at a event with a friend, but I don't really know how much time I have here before she comes back, but anyway. Emperor Ing Eye, unstable ink biomass. Central eye is protected by a potent barrier shield. Does not provide complete coverage. Has exposed its main eye from which it can fire powerful energy beams. It is protected by barrier shield, although not completely. The eye can be locked onto, but only direct shots will get past the shield. Basically, this shows up. Obviously, he still has a fair bit of firepower with those lasers there, but this eye only shows up when you destroy all the tentacles, and you have to get your shots in that little slit between the two halves of the shield. Charge combos are the way to go for damaging it. You can use things like the light burst, or the sunburst, or sonic boom, but they don't actually do any more damage than the super missile, oddly enough. And the super missile will take away about a quarter of his health, so your best bet is just use super missiles. Lots of super missiles. It's possible to damage multiple tentacles of his at once if they're near each other when hitting those with missiles. Ah! Stupid phase-on and stupid tentacles and Emperor Ing, you are annoying. How to get those missiles? Yeah, I'm pretty terrible at this fight, I gotta say. I mean, I think I'm generally pretty decent at this game, but this fight... You can boost ball away from this, but the time it takes to go into and out of morph ball makes it usually more worth your while to just try to run away. Okay, got only one tentacle left. There we go, sweet. So, let's try to hit him with 2 super missiles. That was dumb, that was a waste. But yeah, let's try to hit him with 2. If you don't get hit by that laser, that's good, because that disables your firing for a while. Is he gonna switch? Ow! Come on. Ah, I was hoping we'd get to hit him with 2, but I just barely missed with that second one. It's hard to hit these guys at anything but close range, but, then he can hit you pretty easily, too. And as you can see, he does get more tentacles as the fight progresses. Being fairly informative here, because it's kind of hard to make good commentary when you're in a fight this intense, but I'm really bad at this, and I don't want to incur the Let's Play. Oh, okay, too late for that, because I just noticed that my health is absolutely freaking terrible. And I am probably going to die, embarrassingly enough, on the first stage of this fight. That's awful. Oh, here's a new attack. He shoots his tentacles through these little portals to make them come out more near you. It's rather hard to hit the tips when he does this, so it's pretty annoying. Yeah. I do like the music in this fight, although this first stage isn't quite so memorable. It's mostly the last stage that's so awesome. Ah! Only 2 energy tanks left. This is awful. This really is embarrassing. I don't know if it's just the Let's Play curse, or me being out of practice, that I'm just generally not any good at this boss, or what. Ugh. Hate this guy. Hate you, Emperor Ring. Hate you so much. You did bad stuff to the Luminoth and Aether, and you're also killing me pretty effectively here. And I hate you for all of that. All these reasons combined to make you a horrible, horrible creature. Since he does drop small health and missile power-ups, you can usually keep a pretty good amount of missiles handy. God damn it, I missed again. So don't worry too much about running out of missiles. It's okay to spam missiles on the little tentacles, and super missiles are definitely the way to go with this part. Yes, we did it! Well, I at least made it through the first half of the fight. Not sure how well I'm gonna do at the second half. He spreads poisonous gas all over the place, which is annoying because he's still gotta scan this thing. He's entered sort of a defensive state here. This is the Emperor in Chrysalis. Regenerating Ing Ruler. His shell is magnetically charged, 11 weak points have been detected, target them with concussive blasts. So we have to spider ball over the surface and hit them with regular bombs or power bombs work on these weak spots, but tentacles come out of them and they're only vulnerable when when the purple bubbles appear like that. Power bombs are definitely the most effective strategy, way easier to damage them with those than regular bombs. Yeah, you have to hit the tentacles, actually. It's not the purple, it's the tentacles. You have to hit them. And inglets will come out, which you can kill for health. But you can sometimes get power bomb power-ups from this, so if you have a good amount of power bombs, you really don't have to worry about running out here. Just use them, because it's the best way to clear this part. Ah, stupid Inglet. See, I've regenerated a bit of my health. Because of these ultra energies that he handily drops every now and again. So, when a tentacle's gonna come out, yeah, there's one, there's 2. Sweet, 2 for 1. And you. Oh, sweet, that was still hit by the edge of the powerbomb explosion. So I actually got almost all of them. This stage is definitely the easiest of the 3. There's 3 main stages, but the first stage has 3 scans, so 5 scans for a 3-stage boss fight. Similar to the Chica and Quadraxis, I guess, but there we go, we did it. And now I'm definitely going to die embarrassingly on this part, so I'll probably just cut out failed attempts, or if I die, I'll cut out future attempts of... I'll cut out some of the different attempts at this guy. But, okay, this stage of the boss fight is really, really annoying. This is the final form of the Emperor Ring. See, we have 100% of the Dark Aether scans, although you can see we don't quite have 100% of the creature's scans. Mutated Emperor Ring, altered ruler of the Ing Horde. Further phase-on mutation of the Emperor Ring has occurred. Creature seems to only take damage when its heart is light or dark. Find a way to change the heart to one of their colors. Now capable of shielding its vulnerable areas with energy barriers. Beams of opposite polarity can damage these barriers, however. Heavy damage to the barriers causes them to drop, exposing the creature's weak spots. Target their weak spots to immobilize and damage the enemy. Basically, he actually only has one weak point. He's basically just like a bigger, more awesome version of a warrior ring, and his only weak point is inside his central head, body, whatever there, which is apparently his heart. It's awfully exposed. It doesn't really look like a real organ. It's just sort of a ball of light. You can technically hit it with any beam, but I'm pretty sure it only takes damage from the light or dark beams. But when it's orange like this, it doesn't actually take damage either way. You have to hit it, you have to do enough damage to it to make it turn either white or purplish, and then you can hit it with an opposite polarity beam. But this is annoying because he's just really hard to hit. That's by far the worst part of this fight. He's just difficult to damage. And he can sit there and shield himself for pretty long periods of time by closing his mouth like that. I guess it's his mouth, kinda. I do like the design on this guy, and maybe I'll be quiet a minute so that you guys can hear the music for this and I can concentrate more. But I love the music in this fight. There we go, we got it dark actually, so we want to hit it with a light beam. Oh, he'll summon night barbs as well, which will shield him, but you can use them to recover ammo and health. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet so you can hear the music. God damn it. Well, it got rid of the night barbs. Sweet, he's still vulnerable. So yeah, I hope you like that music as much as I did. I find the light beam to be by far the easiest beam to hit him with, well, or the annihilator beam, which I think can actually damage him in any state. And its homing makes it easy to hit him with. But, apart from that, the light beam is generally the easiest for me. But you can see I've barely done any damage to him, even though we've still had a full cycle of his heart being dark. Heart being dark. Sounds like I'm talking about Kingdom Hearts or something. But no, it's Metroid. Who knows? There we go. Now we got his heart light, so we can damage him with the dark beam. And he'll release those little particles instead of night barbs when his heart is dark. See, I used up all that ammo on a dark burst, and it didn't hurt him at all. He dodged, but its long range should have enabled it to hit him, but it didn't. But when he opens his mouth wide like that is your best chance to hit him. I'm not doing quite as badly on this fight as I thought it would. I think it was in my practice run I managed to cement some better strategies to avoid taking too much damage. At first I was really sucking against this guy, but I'm still not damaging him very fast, so it's just irritating. I'm keeping with the dark beam here, just because other beams can damage him faster, because they're more powerful, but it's kind of hard to hit him with the dark beam, so I'm probably going to switch back. Yeah. I don't really know how good missiles are here, I always forget. Okay, missiles work pretty decently. I managed to hit him with the super missile there. There, he blocked it with his leg. That's the problem, too, because he's got the 5 legs, the middle leg there can often block attacks to his heart. There we go! And now it's dark again. And our light beam ammo has been fully replenished. Those little white particles are a useful thing for recovering ammo. But yeah, I'm doing better than I thought I would, actually. Damaging him is slow, but the light beam works pretty well. Stupid night barbs, though. Managed to almost dodge that attack. Kill some more night barbs, hopefully get some health. The lasers, luckily, aren't too dangerous. Okay, night barbs. I don't know if that actually did anything. Oh, we got some missiles. Ow, come on. How did that super missile miss? And he just landed on top of me. Probably jinxed myself by saying I was doing better. Now I'm just gonna start taking— Whoa! What the hell? How was there a shockwave in midair? Did he have some kind of glitch jump where he lands in midair? Oh, this charge attack! That always screws me over. That's probably what killed me most of the time in previous playthroughs. That charge attack, because it looks like you've got a good opportunity to damage him there, and you do, because he opens his mouth wide right before doing that and roars at you, but then he charges at you, and it can be hard to dodge if you're trying to hit him. So it's really dangerous, and my health is low again. We got his heart to be light. Maybe we can kill some of those little light particle things. That's probably not going to do crap against him. Oh god, oh god, oh god, I'm going to die so much right here. I am going to die. Whoa, okay, yeah, he can also do a giant laser when he's in light mode. I always forget about these different mode-specific attacks, which I think catches you on fire a little bit, because I kept taking damage for a little bit after. Boom! Oh wait, is he going to charge? Shit, he's gonna— I hate you so much, Emperor Ing. Wait a minute. I'm seriously just now realizing that it doesn't matter that there's no safe zones because we've got the freaking light suit. He's gonna charge, isn't he? Yep, he's gonna charge. Okay, good. I've at least kind of gotten used to anticipating that, I guess, a little bit. Let's switch back to the power beam so we don't use up too much of our dark ammo. Ow, come on! See, the thing is, sometimes it even looks like it actually hits him, and it doesn't, and I just stepped in the phase on. One more hit and I am toast on a cracker? How does that make any sense? You don't put toast on things, you put things on toast. Come on, please. Oh, shit, he's gonna... Well, I did see that coming. I got 365 dropped frames. Well, we just died again. That was, what, the third death of this Let's Play? Well, I'm just gonna cut out the first two stages of the fight and go back to some point in the last stage. See you guys in a few minutes. Ah, shit. I forgot to scan the eye, so I'm just gonna kill myself now. Well, this time around I managed to do better on the first stage and save more health by just spamming super missiles, basically. My advice if you're having trouble with the first stage is to just spam super missiles and don't worry too much about the amount of missiles you're using. You can see I am rather low, but he drops a lot of power-ups, so, you know, it's okay, because they're not as useful in the last stage anyway, and you can get some back in this stage. But yeah, I completely forgot to scan the eye. Because it's not there for that long, it takes up valuable time to scan it, but you need to do it if you're going for 100%, so I'm just killing myself now and not worrying about this run. So I guess it'll take me at least 2 tries. Ugh. Alright, here we are again. I managed to do even better this time on the first stage. I managed to defeat him using a lot less missiles, as you can see, and managed to conserve even more health, and beat the Chrysalis quite efficiently. I mean, the Chrysalis is a pretty easy stage, and actually gives you a chance to recover as well as the Emperor himself. But, we've gotten here once again to this really annoying final stage, so I'm gonna try to do this fairly efficiently, and since I've kind of run out of things to say, because I did all my strategizing pretty much in the first half, I'm thinking I might actually speed this up a bit, or play some, just let you guys listen to the music. I don't know. That seems kind of lazy, but maybe I'm not going to talk for the final battle. Then again, Chugga Conroy did that with Okami did, and how many people with object? Okay, I'm not going to do that. That would be kind of a jerk move to compare myself to Chugga, because I know my LPs are not nearly as good as his. He's actually kind of my role model. He was like my first inspiration for LPing. Although he was not the first LPer I ever watched, but all the LPs I watched before I watched Chugga were Minecraft series, and Chugga was what got me into LPs in general, instead of just Minecraft videos. Well, here I am talking about my inspirations. That's as good a thing as any, I suppose. Kind of fitting for the final battle, isn't it? This probably is going to be a huge waste, but I have lots of ammo, so I guess it's worth a try. Now, I just need to accept that charge combos are virtually useless here, although I have not shown off the Sonic Boom yet, and that could be useful. Let's first confirm that the Annihilator Beam does work. Yes, it does. It actually is probably the easiest way to damage him, since it, the Annihilator Beam in general. Well, there's the Sonic Boom. It did nothing. It killed the little white particles, but it didn't actually damage him at all. But yeah, the Annihilator Beam, just uncharged Annihilator Beam shots, are probably the easiest way to damage him, or just weaken him to get him into a damageable state, honestly, because of their strong homing and the rapidity with which they can be fired, but they're not ammo efficient, so I wouldn't recommend overusing them. But I'm doing a better job of damaging him here, but I'm also losing a fair amount of health in the process, so I need to be more careful. He's probably, yeah, there he goes, starting to use the charge attack. That is definitely his most annoying attack. It's also very annoying the way he shields himself like that, but his most annoying attack is definitely the charge, because it always takes me by surprise. I know it's coming, and then I always just fail at anticipating it, because I'm using it, that roar that he does before it, as an opportunity. Okay, I guess he does the laser in dark mode as well, but instead of catching you on fire, he freezes you. I'm always using that roar he does before the charge as an opportunity to damage him, and because of that, I end up not in a good position to dodge. I think if you dodge effectively enough and end up behind him enough, you can shoot his heart. He'll be confused for long enough that you can shoot his heart through the hole in the back of his head. but for the most of the time I find that hole not a very useful weak spot. But we're actually doing damage to him a lot more efficiently here, so I think I might be able to do it this time. My third attempt, although the second one, I just killed myself. As you saw, I just killed myself before ever reaching this final stage. Oh right, there's the skiing attack as well. He just kind of skids along the ground there with darkness coming out of his feet. Well, kind of doesn't really have much of feet. He has legs that just taper. But whatever. I've used up a lot of light ammo here. It's time to use some dark ammo, which probably won't really damage him much at all. But I can at least use it as an opportunity to recover light ammo. This works. That laser is a great opportunity to damage him. Yeah, I'm really not talking about much of anything, just trying to be informative here. I really do find this boss quite tough. Tougher than the Boost Guardian or Alpha Blog in some ways. The Alpha Blog was very cheap in that he was difficult to damage. So I guess this guy's kind of similar. Oh right, he's gonna charge derp. But the Boost Guardian was mostly just difficult because of the lack of safe zones, and that's obviously not an issue anymore. Oh, I'm stupid. But there, hey, he kind of stood there for a while, and I managed to hit him once through that hole. And the phone is ringing. Let me make it be quiet, assuming it's not any Warabok Rez? The fuck is that? I have no idea. What was that? Okay, he did that in the last fight, so I'm guessing that's not a glitch, but that's such a bizarre attack. It creates a shockwave in midair. You know what, Emperor Ing, screw you, I'm using the Annihilator Beam. Because I just want to damage you faster before you kill me again. Happened way too many times for my liking. And you can get both types of ammo back if you shoot things with the Annihilator Beam, as I've said before, so if you defeat, like, the little light particles or night barbs with the Annihilator Beam, that could be a, well, I think it's less efficient, but it's still an easy way to recover ammo. Sweet! Super missiles, I guess spamming super missiles was the best strategy in the first stage, and I guess it's still pretty effective on getting him vulnerable in this last stage. So, yeah, we're doing better than I expected here. I'm glad I managed to make this in only 3, kinda just 2, if you count the second time where I reset because I forgot to scan him. I did scan this stage, right? Yeah. Second time, so it's really just kind of 2 tries. So that's nice. And no, I'm not cutting out excessive tries to make myself look better. I mean, I don't really find it shameful to admit that it took me a lot of tries to beat this guy in my practice run, but I am not cutting out entire attempts in this playthrough. Sweet, no more dropped friends. Yeah, running low on light ammo, which means I can't really use the Annihilator Beam anymore. Got a little more back from those light things. I guess I'll try using it again, since it's so hard to hit him with the Dark Beam, my god. I think yes! We did it! Awesome! Yeah. There we go. Emperor Ing defeated. But now is not the time to rest on your laurels here. There's an interesting phrase. Well, we gotta absorb this planetary energy here, of course. That's what we came here for, after all. Purple particle effects. And kapoke! Just absorb that stuff directly. No need for any energy controllers here. But here's the thing. This world becomes so unstable as a result of us absorbing the last of its planetary energy. Samus with the light suit and the Annihilator Beam equipped looks so awesome. I love the design on the light suit. I mean, I know I've fanboyed about it before, but I love it. Yeah, this world is becoming unstable, and the Sky Temple is actually starting to collapse. And sort of like the earlier Metroid games, like Super Metroid, I think, did this, or the... I forget what all of the original games did that, because I've played bits and pieces of the first Metroid and Metroid 2 and Zero Mission before, but I always kind of get them mixed up. I do have an awesome song going on here as well, in addition to that amazing Emperor Ing battle music, which I unfortunately couldn't really hear, since I have the volume low to commentate. But yeah, we've got that 8-minute timer down there. Save station's disabled, so you can't save after defeating the Emperor Ing. You do get your energy restored by absorbing the planetary energy, but you do not get ammo restored. Why is that important, you ask? Well, just you wait and see, my friend.